Whoa, you look older. Someone looks old. Why am I taking a piss out of you? They're so lucky that this series came out before like AI was massive. Impactful and catchy. Eco, energy, exhilaration. We love The Apprentice. And this is a corker of an episode. So strap in, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, and let's watch The Apprentice. Hello?
JLB credit, fuck off please.
The first ever Formula E championship finale was held just down the road. So for your task, I want you to launch a new Formula E team.
So I'm a massive fan of F1. For those who don't know, I will tune into F1 every single week. You know, I'm very depressed. I'm a Ferrari fan. I've tried to watch and enjoy Formula E, and I've never been able to. What am I missing? Am I missing something? Am I stupid?
I am stupid. I am stupid.
What am I missing? Because obviously loads of people enjoy it. So what thing am I not getting to enjoy it?
Flo and Paul, will you move over to Supreme?
Well, Flo's super good, right? Flo is just OP. So her moving across. Paul's also pretty on it. So I reckon Supreme have a good chance because she's a good negotiator in principle.
Project manager.
I'm all about positive energy.
Well, guys, so I'm actually a big fan of Formula One. In the last 3 seasons, I've not missed a race. I also own a dental marketing company as well.
Well, Paul's the obvious choice here, isn't he? I like the sport. I like marketing. Easy choice.
Votes for Paul.
They went the right direction. A good sign that Supreme might win.
People think of ecological damage, they tend to think of plastic pollution.
That's your vision?
Yeah, the sea really is a cradle of civilization, isn't it? And it's so easy to link that to what e-cars are about. I mean, they're literally net neutral.
I hate to break to Trey here, but Formula E cars probably produce about the same amount of plastic as an F1 car does. It's more about the fuel in many ways. And I suspect more plastics are used in batteries, or at least, well, I guess it's rare earth minerals, isn't it? I'm talking my arse, I've no fucking clue. But I don't think plastics and sea life is the way to go about kind of promoting Formula E.
I think our brand ethos should actually be air. Formula One, obviously polluting the air with fuel. Formula E electric doesn't do that.
It's really interesting that like he considers Formula One to be the key competitor of Formula E, because I don't think he's necessarily wrong. But at the same time, they're both FIA series. I mean, you know what? I'm not going to fucking bore you with F1 facts because you don't care, and that's fair enough. But I do think Paul's wrong that they're key competitor. I think you watch both. Like, I don't think you choose I'm going to watch F1 or I'm going to watch Formula E. I think you watch both if Formula E appeals to you. And again, I don't get Formula E. I don't get what you watch for because it seems slower. It seems less competitive. It seems like there's loads of gimmicks in it, but the gimmicks don't seem to be really kind of a key part of it. So they've got like speed boosts, which is very Mario Kart. I love the idea of it, but they don't really embrace it enough. Anyway, sorry, I said I wouldn't talk about it like this, and I am, so apologies. Either way, air is definitely the correct way to go about it rather than water.
Any questions you'd like to ask me at all? Is everyone happy?
Happy.
It's good project management as well. Do you have any questions for me? No. Like, that's great to know that your project manager actually wants to know whether you have any questions.
I'm very good at advertising when it comes to brand and marketing. I'm your girl.
You're going to be the sub-team leader on the branding team.
Cool.
No way. Nor for the second week in a row has basically said, I'd like to do marketing. And the project manager's gone, yeah, well, don't give a fuck, to be honest. Don't give a shit what you want to do, Nor. You're going to go and do the random shit I don't want to do.
Got a business myself, so I've got a lot of knowledge when it comes to branding.
She's not sub-team leader, though, so she is going to be mad about that.
One team, one dream, Team Supreme.
Let's go.
One team, one dream, Team Supreme. Ugh. Disgusting.
To go with our gut, he trusts
Yeah.
in us.
Yeah.
And sometimes in branding, you have to take a little bit of a risk. And I feel like we need to really push this out so it really pops out.
Yeah.
Expectation management working overtime there. They haven't even come up with a concept yet. They don't even know what they're going to do. And already they're going, yeah, sometimes in marketing you have to do something that's bad. Just a terrible concept. Sometimes you have to do that. I don't make the rules. Yes, you do. You're making the design. Just go with something that's good.
One thing Paul really liked was the 3 E's. So I feel like if you have eco, energy, and acceleration. So
Yeah,
do that.
I like the 3 words thing.
They're so lucky that this series came out before like AI was massive. Like AI took the idea of rule of 3 and ran with it.
What about wheels?
Okay, a wheel, and in that there is where the earth is. Yes.
Yeah.
And can we get eco, energy underneath, acceleration underneath?
It's like an air
Flowing through.
thing like this.
Yes. Could we
Maybe
get one more
it's-
below that as well, please?
Yeah.
Okay. I see now why they managed our expectations. I see now. I do. I understand. That's so bad. That is so bad. I know I shit on so much of the marketing that they produce in this show, but that is awful. What is the font? What's with the air? It kind of looks like the eco's farting. What's with the tyre? You know, that's not a racing tyre. What's with the shitty checkered flag? It's not even checkered all the way. There's so much wrong with this. There's so much wrong, and it's so bad. This is criminal. There are some marketing things they do on this show that, frankly, they need to be locked up for, and this is one of them.
Right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail.
That checkered bit needs to go a little bit further up the track.
I don't like it, guys. It's not sticking.
I'm very happy with it.
Okay. I don't know how to say this, but this is worse somehow. I don't know how they managed to do it, and I do feel bad for the designers because it feels like, you know, the designers created something really shit there. They're obviously following the direction of our lovely contestants. Jesus Christ! Imagine making that and saying, "Yeah, what did you do at work today?" Oh well, I produced the worst logo known to man. That's not A. That's not a Formula E car. B. What the fuck is the water? C. If you'll pardon the pun, I'll get there. See the rebirth of speed.
If you'll pardon the pun.
Part of me loves it because it's so bad, but the rest of me hates it because it's so bad. Why is the central line down the road not curved? Why does the finish line not go all the way across? Yeah, Jesus Christ, this is worse somehow than the other one. And the other one was a genuine crime. All of these people need locking up.
Count 1, guilty. Count 2, guilty.
Primary sponsors with the potential to spend £20 million to secure space on a car.
I take issue with a lot of things in The Apprentice. You know, I'm one of The Apprentice's biggest haters, despite watching every single episode. Clearly, I'm one of the biggest haters. These numbers are just made up. Normally the numbers are pretty made up as well. You know, I'm not going to sit here on ceremony and say, oh yeah, these numbers are made up, but normally they're completely normal. No. Normally they're complete bullshit. These numbers, even more bullshit. 5 million, 30 million, 10 million. These are just fucking made up numbers. This is what pisses me off about these kind of tasks. This is why real selling tasks are way better than this. Or the treasure hunt like we had last week. Because this is just completely made up. I mean, it's a TV show. I know it's a TV show. Everyone tells me it's a TV show. It is a TV show. But come on, don't make me suspend reality completely.
Insurance group Allianz, telecom firm Tata Communications.
You're helping the deforestation.
You're helping the deforestation. Is that a good thing? That you're helping the deforestation? Surely that's, you know, you want to help stop deforestation or reduce deforestation, not... Yeah, you're helping the deforestation. Well done, guys.
We'll make it 8 for the front side, the front wing, and the damper.
The damper cover is a bit... Oh, okay, just ahead of the halo. That's not very useful as a sponsor spot, to be honest. No, because it's going to be blocked by the halo from the camera on the... anyway, I'm boring you again. Fucking hell. That is a bad sponsor slot. Like, that is cheap.
The front wing would be another 20 million.
20 million? I mean, it's made up money. It's made up money. It's just stupid. It's made up.
£1,000? I should say about £1,000.
My main focus will be directing and making sure the vision we create here comes to life on camera.
That's kind of how I see my job. You know, I help bring to life what I see on the camera here. No, I don't. I'm just talking to a fucking camera. There's no vision here. There's none.
Sam, you come with the flag, bring it all in,
Yeah.
and then it cuts and blends into our logo.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
And low budget. and I'm so pissed. I'm really fucking struggling to get the words out. This is so low budget now. Fremantle have dismantled the budget for The Apprentice that they've got a fucking blow up tyre and a tiny little flag. They could have given them a proper flag. It just makes it look shit for no reason. It's like making them dress up with the pictures. It's pointless and it looks shit and it makes them look stupid for zero reason. Apart from for me to fucking react to and complain about. Which I can't complain about.
Do you want to do the voiceover?
Healthy oceans and seas are essential to human existence.
Why is she under a fucking blanket? This is how we do all our voiceovers, I think, isn't it? Just, you know, underneath jackets, right?
Do you want me to look at Sam or look at the camera?
Look at Sam and the camera.
Do you want to look at Sam or the camera? Yeah, Sam and the camera, actually. Yeah, do both.
All right, cheers for that.
We're basically going from the colour of the fish scales into the different shades of the water, ending in the blue.
This is where the corporate logo is going as well.
Hexagons are the best again. So hexagons always look fucking sick. But I don't understand the link between kind of the hexagons, which look like a kind of honeycomb, and the kind of ethos and the brand vision they've created.
I think maybe make this royal blue as well.
But the problem is, if their logo is blue, we can't even show the bloody logo because it won't show up.
Just invert the colours. This is like, right, no, you know what? I'm going to talk about F1. I'm so sorry. HP, I've got a bone to pick with you. Why the fuck is your HP logo on the Ferrari not white? It doesn't need to be blue. Blue looks fucking horrendous on the red, okay? And the same is true of this. You know, oh, you got a blue logo on our blue. No, yeah, wait, sharp, you're right. Good fucking spot. How about we just, I don't know, use white instead? Fucking HP. And also, fucking these guys. Fucking hell.
They like planting trees.
Or what about a silhouette of a tree with their brand logo inside?
They're not a tree company, are they?
Their logo is going to be smaller as a result of it. Do you not think that looks like a puff of smoke?
No, you are right, Flo. You are right, unfortunately. They're not going to want that.
While Verdi vamps up his video.
Yeah, put them on a really shit green screen as well. That definitely helps.
Boats worldwide. Yes, and did you know it's going to help prevent air pollution? It's exciting. It's economic.
Yeah, and make sure the audio is so loud that you can't hear what they're saying either. It works. It makes everything more interesting, right?
Say if we use just the flag, don't you think it's too much of like a racing company? Do you think we need to show that air and that ethos?
We are racing.
No, but like...
Yeah, do you think if we put the just a flag on, we look like a racing company? We are a racing company. Yeah, no, I know, but like... we don't look too much like one. We want people to be confused about our brand and who we are and what we do. Jesus.
Felt outnumbered 2 against 1 in terms of the design. I was persistent on not putting the car on there.
The race car bit is not the problem, okay? The race car is not what's wrong with this design. Trey's right. This is awful.
Wasn't really what I envisioned, I'll be honest.
Obviously, these girls ain't natural actresses.
Yeah, so the problem with my video is these guys, they're not very good at acting, okay? So I had to work with what I got, okay? You know, the concept was great, the editing was fab, the directing was flawless, the acting, yeah, it was fine. And that's why the video wasn't quite what you expected.
I guess. A little bit child's play.
Me after watching that video, goo goo gaga, because I'm childish. I'll just keep playing.
We are Formula E. See the rebirth of speed.
No, what the hell was that end? What? Who signed off on this? Why is that bad? Why are there so many edges? Why can I see everything that's wrong with the logo? That's criminal, man. That's fucking criminal. That's so bad. I'm actually kind of depressed now. I'm more depressed watching this than watching Ferrari.
Here we are checking now. We are checking.
The big reveal of their race car.
That's Force India, which works for Tata Steel, Tata Communications, to a certain extent.
This is awesome.
Okay, this one, it doesn't look great, but it looks much, much better. So this team wins, I think. Oh, God. Does it? That logo, though.
We generally don't put the brand on top of another graphic. That makes it not a viable location for us to put the logo.
These spots, both left and right, a total of 12 million for the both of them.
Sorry, 8 mil for each of the sides.
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
I mean, they're happy with the colours. The colours do really work for Tata.
We're talking about the ocean and the sea, but you've got the opening clip of a mountain lake.
Yeah, it's water in it. Same shit.
I think we're prepared to lose a backside panel and reduce our offer from 17 to 8 million.
We just want less. We just want our brand less associated with this.
10 will shake your hand now.
We'll take the deal at 10 million, thank you.
They got 10 mil for it, so pretty good in the end. Like, to get 10 mil for that, fairly impressive. But still, that is a lowering money. I think at this point, our Tata team will win. Whatever, Supreme or Bolo? I don't know the fucking names. The names don't matter. And calm and be zen.
It's all about the ocean and protecting the environment.
Setting the tempo.
That is such a cleaner car. It's just the concept is bizarre. But that's fine, I think. I think this team's going to win. I think the C team is going to win, despite the fact that is a dreadful, dreadful idea. The car just looks so much better.
Contributes towards one of the hottest topics in the world right now, mind the pun, global warming.
If you'll pardon the pun.
If you'll pardon the pun. Very good.
As my colleague Paul mentioned, global warming is one of the biggest mass things that are happening.
Global warming is one of the big mass things that are happening. Global warming is certainly one of the things that is happening at the moment. She cannot pitch. She is really strumbling. I'm strumbling as well. I'm struggling. She was struggling as well.
Our ethos is building a future electric car racing, and we want you guys to join our journey and to do that.
Eco, energy, and incineration.
Well, that's just Formula E totally. Like, you can't just claim. You can't just say, oh yeah, no, our values are like electric racing, because that's just Formula E. That doesn't separate you from any other team. So I'll just sponsor another team, please. Thank you. Who's also going to win, by the way? Because these cars ain't fast. I can tell you that. Any strategy call from these two teams, they can be dead last. Also, eco, energy, and incineration. What the fuck is incineration? Oh, exhilaration. Not incineration. Exhilaration's evil twin, incineration. Of course.
Can meet you at 9.
Should we call it a deal at 9 million for both?
For sure. Okay.
I can meet you at 9. Okay. How about 9 million? Well, yeah, obviously. He's just offered you that. That's just a shake hands and walk away proposition. Right?
My first question is the slogan, which is what I'm slightly unsure of.
So we are essentially operating as an overarching brand, which kind of operates using that particular slogan, if that makes sense.
What a bizarre question to ask from a potential sponsor. But also, what a shitty explanation. Explain your brand. Yeah, so we're like a brand within a brand. Yeah. Does that answer your question? No, of course it fucking doesn't answer your question. You haven't answered it. You haven't even tried to answer it.
On that orange colour, I really feel like your brand can really stick out.
Orange is not one of our favourite colours.
Yeah, surely the fucking C1 wins, which, by the way, is still dreadful. It's just better than this.
My brand's pink, and I think it's going to clash terribly.
How about you just use white? I don't know.
You're a virgin, aren't you, Mackenzie?
Sales events over.
So who's going to win? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to put money on the fucking C team, which I don't want to do because it's just so bad. But I think the tree is going to fuck our Tata team.
C's parting.
Yeah.
Who's driving the car? Moses.
Very funny. Very funny. Religious-based joke. Yeah, that's very good because he passed the C. Very good.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh, don't watch the video. Don't watch the end. Just make sure you clip away from the end.
We are Formula E. See the rebirth of speed.
Instead of waiting for them to respond, Phil just interjected and started selling again.
And I kind of was expecting that the first time the negotiation didn't go well, you were going to pass the buck.
Yeah, because you fucked up, Phil. You know, it's fine to pass the buck when you're the one that fucks up. Yeah? Dickhead.
Eco, energy...
Acceleration.
Yeah, it's not spelt right, is it? Acceleration.
You misspelled it. I didn't even spot that. That's embarrassing that I didn't spot that. I'm embarrassed.
Everything's turned from gold into shit.
15 million for a 14 million pound guide price worth of spots.
Right.
Oh, okay, mate. I mean, we didn't get the guide price, so maybe I'm going to be wrong. But I still feel like the car is the key thing.
Giving them a total of £21.5 million.
Giving them a total of £38.7 million.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad I'm right. God, I'm so good at this. So good, man.
You know you're never, ever going to get laid.
I'm going to send you to do some indoor skydiving.
That's vaguely completely unrelated, to be honest. Also, according to my own kind of suggestion, they should have 28 million spent on their fucking prize, which they obviously shouldn't, because it wasn't that good. And by the way, I still think that this team basically don't deserve a prize because it was that bad.
He's been saying that he's a producer, but he hasn't been able to produce something of quality.
He's a producer, but he hasn't produced anything of quality. Babbing! I don't know how Phil survives this. He does. I'm really confident he does, because I'm pretty sure he survives right towards the end. But I don't understand how he's managed to survive. I guess they didn't lose on the pitch front. Their video was shit. Their brand was shit. No, someone from the branding team has to go, because that is bad.
And Onyeka was meant to be explaining the ethos.
There wasn't an ethos at that point, to be honest. That again comes back to my old pet peeve. There's nothing for either team to really go on because they can't communicate with each other. So, that's a stupid reason.
One of the sponsors said that his logo was pink. He did not know where to put a pink branding on an orange and green background.
Which, by the way, was completely fine because Tata will want that, probably. In the same way that Force India's car was the colours of the Indian flag. That worked for this. It just meant that fundamentally they didn't get enough money from Tata to justify that.
So who I'm going to bring back into this boardroom is Verdi.
Correct.
Onyeka for not hammering home the ethos.
Ooh. No, it should be 2 from the fucking branding team. Because the brand was just bad. Just terrible. Imagine on the F1 timing tower, you had these 2 logos. Imagine. That would just be a disaster. No one would watch because they think it's an amateur hour show. And these people are supposedly business people who have designed brands for their own businesses. I reckon Onyeka's going to go home because the ethos was the main reason it didn't sell. But the video was so bad and the brand was so bad. So I think Verdi should go, really, from these 3.
Trey, his passion won people over, I think. Is that right, Karen?
Yeah, and overcame the terrible logo and video.
I'm glad Karen said, because the other team's video was so bad and their brand was so bad.
You have the corporate experience. I trust sponsors tell me this one,
that was
and
because
that
of
was
the branding.
your role.
So there's more people saying
no, there wasn't.
Right, okay, look, I think I've heard enough.
Thank you, I've also heard enough. It's fucking boring. Listen to them bicker. Let me know in the comments who you think deserves to be fired.
Verdi, your input into this task was pretty bad. However...
Fucking hell, stop doing the fucking howevers. However, but, fuck off.
So it is with regret, Onyeka, that you're fired.
I was nearly not right, but I was right because you did a however. So, that's a win? It's not a win, is it?
Going to be really interested to see who comes back because there was no one, in my eyes, who was really, really responsible.
No one was responsible. Well, then the project manager has to go. If no one is uniquely, individually responsible for the failure of the task, then fundamentally, the project manager is at fault because they lead it all. Well, that was episode 5 of season 18 of The Apprentice. I hope you enjoyed it. Here's a suggested video that you might like. Make sure you hit like, subscribe if you're new, share this video with your crush, and, well, I'll see you next week for some more of The Apprentice.